It's week 2 of the NFL, and the focus is on the Thunderbirds' Offensive Player of the Year. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Thunderbirds and the Seahawks, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Flowers going to go in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now back to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Kennedy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action. Daniels. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 56 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Kennedy. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off the play fake, Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ben Sinnen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Zay Flowers. 70 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 23 carries, 62 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost like in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
To throw is Daniels. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Daniels going to throw for it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Kennedy. Touchdown! From a yard out. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing now is Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. He finds Smith and Jigba. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll drop to throw. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They need 12 here. It's third down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now Daniels. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle they go. Kennedy. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kennedy, and this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. Daniels going to try to sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jaden Daniels, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Thunderbirds' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 23 yards on the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Go. Set go.
They'll look to throw again. He's got some room to operate. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Thunderbirds offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels from the gun on third down. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They go play action. Daniels. And that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Down near the 30-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Ben Simmons with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Thunderbirds have retaken a third quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan and start by how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Off the play fake, Daniels. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Thunderbirds offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To the air goes Daniels. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And touchdown. Ben Sinnott, 59 yards. And the Thunderbirds are able to move back in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Back to throw now on first down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Zay Flowers
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Kennedy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Bates' kick is good.
And this game is tied again here in the third.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Metcalf. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, set.
They'll drop to throw.
Throw caught by Flowers.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Ready up.
Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Now Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It got his man complete. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Here's Daniels.
They'll roll. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
19 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks.
Looking to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 23-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the tight end goes in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there. 56 yards.
The time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. There he goes, left side.
Now look out. He's to the 20.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zay Flowers, 95 yards. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Daniels. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Thunderbirds have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Daniels going to try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Here we go. Rocco switch. Rocco, take over.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down. Right a finish to this one.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Game in hand. The offense takes the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get